Here's HealthWise with Karen McKay.
Health officials tell me it doesn't take a lot of cases to classify measles as an outbreak because it is so contagious, it spreads very quickly. So with 4 additional cases reported late today, we have a measles outbreak on the South Plains. Tonight we look at who is most at risk and why the return of this disease is such a big deal. The World Health Organization says measles was blamed for about 2.6 million deaths every year worldwide until the discovery of the measles vaccine in the 1960s. By the year 2000, measles was declared eliminated in the U.S. after a successful vaccination campaign across the country. So what happened? This map from the CDC shows the return of measles in shades of blue, 284 cases last year, but none in Texas until last week. 2 cases were diagnosed in Lubbock, siblings who live in Gaines County, while 2 others were spotted in Houston. And now there is a case in Lynn County, another 4 more in Gaines, and more test results to come.
We have to really move fast to try to slow it down and get people vaccinated.
There is no specific treatment for measles. You just have to manage the symptoms. Even though it is rarely fatal today, the disease can be life-threatening in young children who have not received 2 doses of the MMR vaccine at 12 months and around age 6, and in adults who were never vaccinated as children. And as more and more families say no to vaccines, there are more adults who are unprotected against childhood diseases that could still lead to deadly complications.
If you're not giving your child as they grow up all the appropriate age-related vaccines, then there is risk for potential down the road to have a significant problem during pregnancy. This even goes with chickenpox.
Yes, chickenpox or varicella, another childhood illness that can be prevented with its own vaccine. But if a child is not vaccinated and gets chickenpox as an adult, it can be devastating, especially if that grown-up is pregnant.
The 2 sickest individuals I've seen in pregnant women are those that develop chickenpox during pregnancy. I know that one of them lost the fetus or the baby, and then the other one was so sick that both of them passed away.
Dr. Cook says women are advised to be up to date on all the necessary vaccines before getting pregnant. But why do many people today say no to vaccines?
Social media makes it so easy to spread falsehoods. Somebody can get on there and put on a white coat and call themselves, have a doctorate level education and push out these messages to literally millions of people. And it's very easy to spread that kind of misinformation.
A prime example is Andrew Wakefield, a former physician who published a paper in The Lancet claiming a link between the MMR vaccine and autism. Wakefield was later found to be a fraud and was barred from practicing medicine in the UK.
It was not real. They have done studies since then that said there is no relation between MMR and autism.
The MMR vaccine protects against measles, mumps, and rubella, which is another kind of measles. But you can get the MMRV vaccine, which also protects against varicella or chickenpox. Today, those are all required before kids go to school, although some families opt out. If you're an adult and not sure if you've ever had those shots, you can be tested to find out, or Dr. Cook says you could just get the vaccine to be sure.
If you're really concerned about it, or you're around grandchildren or your kids that are young, getting another dose is only going to boost your immunity.
Measles can live in the air for about 2 hours after a cough or a sneeze. Health officials are describing it as even more contagious than COVID. If you need a measles vaccine, the health department offers it for free or reduced rates, or you can get it from your provider or any United pharmacy.